SeadogSeven crew. Seadog here for another part install. Wow, that hat's really screwed up. So I've got a couple things. I'm hoping this is going to be a shorter video than the spark plug video, but let's see if we can't get this done in an hour. It won't be an hour-long video, I promise, but this is what we've got. After the spark plug video, I still haven't put back the battery into the bike yet because I want to install this external, I guess it's all external, this 12-volt socket, and it goes right in here. I've also got this gerbing. It's for the heated gear, but I want to eliminate the cable that I had set up in here and just have this permanently run so that it's, I don't know, flush mounted or something like that. So then all I got to do is pop off this cap and plug in my gear when I want. I don't have to do any extra wiring or anything else. We'll get into that and see if that happens today, but the focus today is to get that 12-volt socket installed so then I can connect a battery tender to it on a whim, more or less. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Okay, the instructions say to pull it out from under the airbox. So I'm going to cut this tape. Ah, there we go. Look at that. It extends out. So that's good. Take this tape off. If I can, I'm going to tuck it underneath here. Maybe give me a better run. Okay. Hoping that would be easier. So, all right, I need to clean this off. So it's got a plastic casing on it. It looks like it's got this filled with something, but I need to get that cleaned out. Yes, I'm using a steak knife. Looks like it might just be some sort of gel. Keep like a anti-corrosive gel. If you've watched several of my videos and you haven't already, please subscribe. All the subscriptions, all the comments, all the likes, everything is appreciated. And I hope to grow this channel a little bit more. We're getting close to that 500 mark. I'd like to get over 1,000, but all right, let's have a look-see. All right, so this is the part. It's gonna go in there. There we go. All right, so that's how it's gonna work. Let's get this assembled. All right, it comes with a housing. And we're supposed to get this over top of that. Where's it go? It goes on that way. All right, the way this goes, Mickey Mouse looking thing, then the plastic, yeah, put this up here, then the plastic washer, and the nut. So I am going to do a test fit. I'm going to do a test fit on this before I actually mount it up to see which way I want this door flap to go. Because according to the instructions, they want it to face this way and open up that way. That just doesn't make any sense to me. You think going down the road, you'd want your door facing that way so that the wind or anything else coming this way doesn't open it. So I'm going to see if this will work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down. And these two mounting nuts. These two mounting nuts go in here. Okay, the instructions say that those rubber nuts go into those holes, but they don't just slide in. And I'm afraid if I try to push them in with something, they'll come out. Hey, I got one in. All right, I use a little glass cleaner just to lube it up. Lube or no lube?
I'll get the lubricant.
There's no time for lubricant.
There's always time for lubricant!
Lube. All right, I got them both in, and I did it by putting the bolts, screws, whatever you want to call them, into the rubber nuts and just pushing them in with a little lubrication glass cleaner. Take them back out, get my socket installed. So I've got it mounted the way it's supposed to. Let's get it plugged in. Once you get it plugged in, make sure it's secure, flush, and you can pull this over top. Now, looking at the instructions, they only want it to come up to the nut here. These are actually drain holes, these here. So it doesn't look like I have to pull that over the brass nut. So let's get this pulled down. Okay, is this thing still recording? Hello? So for this installation, glass cleaner, dish soap, whatever you got to make things slippery, white lithium grease if you have it, is going to be your friend. Dealing with these rubber parts, plastic parts, and things like that, it's a very tight fit down through here. And I got so frustrated with it, I sprayed some glass cleaner on there and it went right through to get it on there. Triumph, you need to have a discussion with your engineers. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the installation. Now I should be able to mount this up with the screws and get this finished. Okay, here we have it. And I've got it opening out this way. Should be able to take my charger, plug it up. So there's nothing that's fastening it up here. It's just these two fasteners and then the thing that goes over top here. Ta-da! All right, let's get the battery in it. And we're working. Very nice. Plugged in. Socket. I'm not going to finish this off. There's some rewiring I want to do. And I want to look into the Corbin 12 volt exterior plug. And I really don't want to drill into any of these plastics to mount it, but there was plenty of space underneath here to do so. I don't know, I'll get my rewiring done how I want it to sit. I've got a new door that goes on my compartment here, because the latch broke. I'm gonna get that fixed. Put that in. It's just an easy install. Pop in and out. That's the end of this video. Quick, fairly easy install with a little hiccups there. Getting the smaller parts to fit and getting it between the airbox and the chassis and that. Not that bad. Lubrication is your friend.
That's what she said.
So make sure you have some to use. It'll go a lot faster if you do. I try to get down to the nitty gritty so that you can see exactly how to get it installed, where the harness is, things like that. I don't want anybody to think that I'm taking away from motorcycle mechanics. They're great. They're licensed. You know, they went to get the training and the schooling for a reason. I like to do things myself, and hopefully not screw things up along the way. But as you can see from the work that I do on mine, you can understand why labor costs more than the parts. They went through the schooling, they went through all the pain and the suffering to learn all this. The mechanics deserve it when they do the work. I just grew up doing things myself. If this isn't your niche, take it to a mechanic. That's your best option. All right, I'm gonna wrap up. As always, stay tuned, be blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe. All right, I'm out. Catch you guys later.
There are S7 protocols, okay?
Really?